Hi guys, it's Mrs. Santiago here, and today I'm going to be helping you through the notes of preferir. So I am in your OneNote chapter 6, page 25, preferir, and I'm going to eliminate the table of contents and make the page big. So you can see right up at the top, ¿qué tú prefieres? So if we're looking at the verb preferir, and you look at the whole verb, preferir, you should immediately see what we noticed in the PACE lesson. What is happening from here to here? Right, it has a stem change, and it's the second E, and it goes from E to IE. So preferir has a stem change. The verb preferir can be followed by a item. In this chapter, the item is going to be food, to say what someone prefers. Yo prefiero la tocineta con huevos. Mi amigo prefiere el jamón más que la tocineta. Notice here we added in a más que. Más que. Más que, I'm going to make this big so I can write. Más que means more than. More than. Okay, mi amigo prefiere el jamón, but instead of just saying my friend prefers ham, we said ham more than bacon, más que. So let's just try that here. We have two options. We have a carrot and we have beans. So we have to pick which one we prefer. And I think, knowing most of you, you're probably going to choose carrots. So we want to say I prefer carrots. So we have to take preferir and make it match. So yo prefiero las zanahorias. Now you could have said yo prefiero las zanahorias más que las habichuelas, but it's okay just to say what you prefer. Now, preferir can also be followed by an infinitive verb to say what activity someone would rather do or prefer to do. Now, when we're talking about what activity and we say infinitive verb, let's just remind ourselves, infinitive verbs end in AR, ER, or IR. It is the whole verb. For example, nadar. Okay, that is the full verb. We only know what it means to swim. We don't know who's swimming, and we don't know when they're swimming. But if you wanted to say, I prefer to swim in the summer, you could say, yo prefiero nadar en el verano. So we have to put the full verb. Let's look at some examples. Yo prefiero poner la mesa más que limpiar el horno. So here I'm telling you what I like to do more than something else. So yo prefiero poner la mesa, right, to set the table, más que limpiar el horno. Ugh, hate to clean the oven. Okay. But mi madre prefiere ver el horno limpio. Prefiere ver. Remember ver? Right? Prefiere ver. So my mom prefers to see a clean oven or the clean oven. Okay, let's try it here. Now here I am using a más que, more than. So the first blank is for the verb preferir. So let's put that in. Yo prefiero. Now which one do you prefer? Cooking or washing dishes? Well, if Mrs. Santiago gets to pick, you know, I'm going to choose yo prefiero cocinar más que lavar los platos. Again, this más que is more than. And you don't need it in a prefer sentence, but if you want to compare two items, you need that más que, more than. And the first one would be the item that you like best. Okay, now let's look at this verb preferir. Okay, I'm going to go up one so that I've got a little bit fatter ink. Okay, preferir. Cognate. What does it mean? To prefer. Okay. Now, we said that it is a stem change, and this is what's changing. So it's going to be an E to IE. So when we're doing a stem change, please remember that there are 3 steps to the stem change. Okay, I'm going to make it big so we can see those 3 steps. The 3 steps to a stem change. Okay, and you should remember me drawing, maybe not so good, but I draw them. Okay, now I got to go back to tinier. Okay, so this is my little hatchet because I'm going to chop off, right, the stem. Chop off, in this case, I'm chopping off the IR of preferir. Then, do you remember these 2 arrows? Now I have to do the change. Change the stem, right? Change the stem. Here, my stem is going from E to IE. Okay, and then I drew my big plus because I have to add in my regular endings for an IR verb. Okay, so let's do the chop, changing, and adding. Okay, so let's chop, change, add for preferir. So it becomes, I'm going to just do the stem first, right? So it's prefier, 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 prefier. Now, notice here, I'm going to go back to the original, prefer, because I am in a boot verb. Okay, now let's go back and add in our endings. Yo always ends in O, so it's prefiero. Then tú, you have 2 big toes, tú prefieres. Any one person, él, ella, usted, prefiere, which is weird, but remember, it's an IR verb, they end in E. Okay, so prefiero, prefieres, prefiere. Now, nosotros is going to go back to the original ending. So it's an IR verb, so it's going to become preferimos. Sorry, I'm writing over the boot. Preferimos, right? Because it's an IR verb. Now, ellos, ellas, ustedes, any 2 or more people that doesn't include you, it would be prefieren. So one more time. Prefiero, prefieres, prefiere, preferimos, and prefieren. So even though I put the boot there, I'm still going to draw in the space with my highlighter. So everything inside the boot is going to change. Okay, everything outside the boot does not take the stem change. Okay, so let's go down and let's look at the homework. So here is the homework right below. Preferir is a stem changing verb from E to IE. Okay, I wanted to write that there to remind you to do the stem changes. So now you have to give your opinion about the 2 items paired together below. Follow the model. So on the model, I have el pavo or el pollo, and over here I have pescado. Notice on yours, the items are labeled, so you don't have to come up with the vocabulary. You just have to focus in on the verb preferir. So between these 2, I said, yo prefiero el pescado. So I chose the one that I liked, and I finished it. So let me do number 1 with you, and that will leave you 5 of your own to do. So we have las frambuesas y los pepinos. Well, to be honest, I don't love the seeds in the frambuesas, but I do like pepinos with a little hummus. So I'm going to say, yo prefiero los pepinos. Okay. All right, so you can finish 2 through 6 as homework, and we'll be going over them in class, and I will be checking them in your OneNote. Okay, gracias.